Welcome to the Glue Eater
What's up,
podcast.
guys? Welcome back to episode 1 of the Glue Eater podcast. I'm your main host, joined by my co-host.
What?
Who are you?
I don't know.
Introduce yourself as my co-host.
Do we give our real names or?
No, make something up.
Okay. I'll be Dirty Dan.
All right, my name's Chub.
Okay. I'm Dirty Dan, and this is my partner Chub.
No, you're the partner.
Oh, okay. I'm the one who started the podcast. What?
You're making things up. You're delusional.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
Now let's get started.
All
Okay.
right. Got any questions?
No, I thought you would have questions.
All right, I've got one. Okay. Like I was talking about in the server yesterday, according to Beyblade lore, Moses split the Red Sea with a Beyblade. Do you think all the powerful leaders in history had a Beyblade according to Beyblade lore?
That's a very good question. I must have missed this conversation.
Oh, you did? Well, in the Beyblade TV show that came out in 2009, yes, I did my research. I was actually watching it yesterday. Well, today actually, I watched the first episode over again. So, in the lore, according to Jinga's father, he says that according to Beyblade history, Moses split the Red Sea with a Beyblade. What are your takes on that?
I mean, that's completely believable. In the
I know.
Beyblade universe, I wouldn't be surprised that great masters could wield Beyblades in incredible ways.
So, do you think Hitler had a Beyblade?
Yeah, that's probably what he used to kill himself. Allegedly.
Allegedly, he's probably
Yeah,
in Cuba right now, battling it out.
I'm sure. I think my grandpa killed him.
Why do you say that?
Well, he was pretty hardcore.
Tell us about him.
He killed a lot of Germans. So Hitler was probably one of them.
That sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about you,
Okay.
Chub.
I'm 6'2", and
We know
I
this.
like to reach tall places. I'm also very attractive.
This is also true. I've seen him.
Yes, I'm very smart. I have a lot of brain power going on. And I'm very good.
Just in general?
Yeah. Name something. Name like an activity or a job.
Chess.
I'm good at it.
Anesthesiologist.
Well, I'm working on it. But I'm probably in the top 10%.
Yeah.
Done any fishing lately?
Well, I've fished for a couple fishies. One
Yeah.
of them being the Fish Out of Water podcast, ran by my best friend. Well, not my best friend, but one of my friends. He's pretty cool. You should go check that podcast out.
I didn't know you ran multiple podcasts.
I don't run multiple.
You've been cheating on me.
No. This is the first episode. How have I been cheating?
Yeah, episode 1 and you're already cheating.
Yeah, I know. This is.
Well,
It's
I haven't done much fishing lately. I think the last time I fished was probably 2 or 3 years ago. I don't remember. But I
the last
caught
time. Yeah,
something.
Yeah, go ahead.
I caught something on like my first or second cast. Well, I didn't technically catch it. almost did, but I basically did catch it.
The last time I fished, I was at a Christian camp called Camp Shawnee down in Kentucky, and on my first cast, I caught a fish. It was pretty cool.
Sounds like you're making that up. No one
I'm not
catches fish
making it
on the
up.
first cast.
We had to sing for our food. It was terrible.
Did you say you had to sing?
Yes, we had to sing a song about Christ before we got cheap spaghetti.
That's a really good enforcement in a Christian camp.
Exactly.
You can't be fed until you sing the songs.
We had to sing a parody of Superman.
That's awesome.
I actually still remember it. Here, let me give you a rendition of it.
Okay.
Thank you, Lord, for giving us food. Thank you, Lord, for giving us food. For our daily bread when we need to be fed. Thank you, Lord, for giving us food. That was the song.
Amen.
Amen. Right? Well,
I knew you were a singer.
yeah, I know. Woo! I got another question for you.
Okay.
Do you think Alex Jones was right about everything?
Yeah. I mean, he's really loud, so he's probably right.
He's probably really smart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he's
mean, some people who speak loudly are just really believable to me.
yeah, same here. He guessed about the pedophile ring. He
I
was
remember that.
Yeah, he was semi-right about the frogs being gay.
Yeah, yeah.
He was what was another one? What was it? There's a bunch of others, but
Yeah, he was right about all of those.
pretty much.
Man's a prophet. We should get him on a president. He should be the president.
Honestly, yeah, he'll reform the healthcare system to its former glory.
We should get him as a guest on the next episode of the Glue Eater podcast.
Yeah, he is a glue eater, I would say.
Like the
he's
rest of us.
yeah. What kind of gorilla glue, what kind of glue would you say? I mean,
Gorilla
I go
glue.
for straight. Yeah, probably. I go for straight Elmers. I can't do gorilla. It's too strong for me.
Have you seen the video of the Gorilla Glue ads? But
Oh,
they're
where the
perfectly cut to when
yeah,
the gorilla shows
they
up, it cuts
scream.
away. That's my favorite video.
What's your favorite anime?
Sword Art Online.
Okay, yeah. What's your favorite arc?
Good question. Hold on, let me Sword Art Online.
Hey, I liked that show. It was pretty nice.
Yeah, it's my favorite anime. I
Yeah,
really
right?
like Aincrad.
The Ironcrad, yeah, where they fought in the death game or whatever. Mine
Yeah,
was the fairy dance arc. That was spicy.
true. That's
Uh,
probably my 7th favorite arc.
what?
Yeah,
It was when they went into Alfheim and the king was
I really
really
liked the rape scene.
that was the scene.
I enjoyed all of it with my eyes.
Yeah, I know. It was ice cream for my eyes. It was very delicious. Eye candy,
Mhm.
almost, if you will.
Well, I've got a question. Or it's not
What's you
really a question, it's more of a topic, like a discussion.
Go ahead.
You know those science projects
Like
where
what?
where you use the potato and like plug things into it and it powers a clock?
Yeah.
How does it do that?
I.
Is there
You know
electricity
what?
in the potato?
Well. Um. Well, I don't know.
Guess we'll never know then, because I don't know either.
I remember doing a clock in the 7th grade, and I don't know if she wants me saying her name, but in Mrs. What's her name's class, because I forgot her name legitimately.
I'm pretty sure her name was Squid.
Probably. So it's saying potato batteries use the acid in the potato to start a reaction with 2 electrodes
The
made of different
acid.
metals that
Maybe
cause
that's
electrons to flow from one to the other through the potato, producing power. The potato
maybe
acts as a
that's
salt bridge.
maybe that's why you're not supposed to eat raw potato.
You know what?
Maybe that's how Electric Man got his superpowers.
Who's Electric Man?
I don't know. I know there's an electric superhero character, but I don't remember his name.
It was the dude in the Spider-Man movie. He fell in the
Yeah,
electric eel vat, but
yeah,
secretly he ate potatoes for his entire childhood, and that's what jump
yeah. While
started
he
it.
was in the eel vat, he ate potatoes too.
Very obvious, yeah.
But this is my next question. You know how there can be really big crops and really big potatoes, like ginormous potatoes.
Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah.
Could you use a giant potato to power a big alarm clock? Would that
A,
heighten the electric power?
a big alarm clock? What do you mean?
Like, imagine the little alarm clock that you powered with a small potato
Yeah.
and like bigger.
But
Could you power that with a big potato?
well, on average, it takes 5 volts to charge your average alarm clock.
This is
So,
no average alarm clock, my friend. This is a big alarm clock, and we need a big potato. Would that work?
so yeah, I would say it works.
Okay, next question. If you had like
Are we doing a
10
speed
or
run of
11,
questions right now?
no, if you had 10 or 11 of those giant potatoes and you stacked them like close together, could you power Big Ben,
Like
the
the
huge clock that runs on electricity?
So you get one of those giant potato farmers and you get them to grow a bunch of them and you
Yes.
hook it up to Big Ben to see
Yes.
if it works.
Would it power would it power Big Ben?
Logistically, I think it could do it.
Yeah, I think you probably need like 12 of them, maybe even 13.
Probably, yeah. Well, I think we'd go with like 13 and a half just to be sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be such a sight to see.
that'd be.
Huge
I wonder
potatoes
what would
stacked
happen.
around Big Ben, all wired up.
Yeah, that would
That's his
be,
life support. He died, didn't he? So you use the potatoes as like
oh my
a
God,
clear,
life
and you
support,
bring Big
potato
Ben
life
back to
support.
life.
Yes.
That's genius.
I
That's
think
genius.
we need to patent this.
We need to pitch it to Alex Jones.
Alex Jones will give us money to back it, won't he?
He'll know what to do.
He'll know. He is the one and only. Hey,
What are you doing?
nothing.
What are you doing? Who are you on video call with
Braden.
on the
It's
on the
me,
internet?
Brayden.
Yeah. I mean, Chubs.
It's Chub.
Sorry.
Good music. I can't
Yeah, I
believe
know.
you lost my name already. How could you be so confused and deranged that you thought my name was Brayden?
Yeah. It's obviously Alex.
And just on episode 1, too.
Yeah. Well,
Episode
it's
1, you're
Chub.
already forgetting my name.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, Chub. I am Chub.
Half or full?
Yes.
What about what are you doing, William?
Who
Yeah.
is William?
Sorry.
I think I can hear Shad in the background. Is
Yeah,
that
that's
Shad?
Chad.
Who's all
No,
in?
This
not
is
Chad.
Shad.
Shad.
Who's the leader?
As in
That is the
she,
What
podcast.
Shad.
if I press this button?
Please don't. All right, later.
Oh yeah. Okay, never mind.
You
What?
going on a date with Shad later?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I could just edit your. I can just bloop your name out in post.
My name is Chub.
Yeah, I know. I'll just bloop the wrong name out so that way people don't get the wrong impression because your
Right,
name
of
is
course.
Chub.
We wouldn't want to confuse everyone on the first episode.
Right. The first episode that I screwed up really badly.
I don't think it's screwed up. I think it's perfectly intact.
Okay, yeah, it is. So today, my mom got a Nintendo Switch.
Your mom got one?
Yeah, she got the Animal Crossing edition.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. They had them in
Sick.
stores.
That's crazy. Does she play Animal Crossing?
Well, she's going to. She just got it.
That's cool. My mom doesn't play video games other than Candy Crush and
The classic
Facebook.
mom games.
Yeah. She had this like flip phone that had a marble game on it. I might
Okay,
be misremembering.
that's those are the epic games right there.
Hmm.
Flip phone games.
That
I
was where
remember.
boys became men.
Yeah, when my cousin had a flip phone, it was I think it was a Motorola Razr. It had this game on it where you could it was Pac-Man, but it was off-brand Pac-Man. It was with a I think it was like it looked like a raccoon or like a skunk or something, and you would go around eating like little pixels or something on the screen. It was so bad. I don't remember what kind of phone it was or a game. I just said Motorola Razr as a placeholder because who doesn't know that?
Yeah. I've played some bad games, especially when I was a kid, because I didn't know games could be bad, I guess.
Name one.
A lot of those like licensed movie games on the DS and the Wii.
Oh,
I played a lot of those.
I just got my DS running again. Like I soldered I blew. Okay, I was hooking up one of those computer fans to the back of the batteries in here, and I accidentally touched positive to negative, and it blew the circuit. So I had to go in and resolder it with a external wire. Now the screen's all messed up. I think it's supposed to be that way. And now I have a broken, well, not broken. It just shows a bunch of lines at the bottom. I think I need to go in and fix it again. But my DS just got started working again, and now I play like really bad games.
That's awesome. But you know what you could have plugged those wires into?
What?
Think about it. What do we know that conducts electricity?
Oh God. Wait.
Come on, this is an easy one.
Yeah. I don't want to say it. I'm scared.
A potato!
Yeah. No.
What?
Hey, it's going full circle.
Yeah. You could have powered your computer back up with a potato.
Yeah. Easily.
Now, what games do you have on the DS? Because you said they were bad, right?
Yeah. Not all of them.
Do you have Megamind?
I do have.
Game. Really?
I think I do.
That's baller. I never had it.
I actually hacked mine. So.
And
Jeez, illegal.
to think I've been running a podcast all these episodes with a cheater.
So, Beyblade Metal Masters.
Beyblade, huh?
Disney
Is that the one where
Pixar's.
Moses splits the Red Sea?
Yes, it is actually. It's in the. I actually played through a little bit of the story. It's actually really bad.
Who would have thought?
Cars Race-O-Rama. Lego Batman, the video game. Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. That's a really good game.
That is such a good video game.
I
That is
know.
actually my number one favorite video game of all time.
I actually have I've sunk in quite a lot of hours into it already before it was broken, but I need to get back into playing it.
Great game.
It is. I'm on the part where you go to Bowser's stomach.
You got to be more
and
specific than that.
He goes into his stomach, his fire spot right there, and you have to get the bug off of his little ejector or whatever.
Bro, that's like an hour into the game.
Yeah, but I've sunk in like at least 5 hours into the game.
Sounds like you're bad.
I think I am. I wonder if
Better
it'll
get
load
good at
my
video
save data. I hope it will. Nintendo.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter very much since you didn't get very far.
Whatever. I played you want to hear a bad game? The
Yeah.
Wii version of what is it? It was Call of Duty.
Wii Call of Duty.
Yes. It was really bad.
I can imagine.
Controlling it with that tiny little controller, it was not fun. It was
The
not fun.
Wiimote.
The Wii remote. It's big, but it has very few buttons, so the controlling is just terrible.
The button made for Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Controller, I mean. I said button. There were a lot of bad Wii games because it was so popular, I guess.
What
You
about the
could put anything on
Ratatouille
it.
one? That was like that was licensed on almost every console.
I never played the Ratatouille game.
It was on the Wii, the Xbox, the PS, the Sony PlayStation, GameCube, Game Boy Micro, what else? The DS. It was published on everything.
Sounds pretty popular. It's too bad I never got to play it. You know what
I got
was
to
an
play it at
actual
my. Go ahead.
You know what was an actual good licensed movie game?
What?
Aladdin for the Super Nintendo.
Okay,
That
I've
was an
never played
actual
that.
good movie game.
I
It's
need to
good.
play it.
It's a platformer.
Is it?
Yeah, there's only one bad level. Which in the olden days, it's pretty good.
I wouldn't say that's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
Well, by
I've played
today's
it.
standards, at least.
I never beat it though, because it was too hard. I'm not a huge skilled gamer.
Neither am I. The only game that I think I've ever beaten was the Lego Movie video game.
That's the only game you've ever beaten.
No. Lego Batman on the DS. I played through it when I first got.
Okay, well that is better.
Yeah, objectively. Another one that I beat was Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I invited a friend up for my birthday. He was the only one that came up because it was during spring break and everyone was gone. And we sat down and we stayed up all night when we beat it through.
That's epic. I did
It
that
was.
same thing with Shovel Knight. Me and a friend stayed up until like 5 a.m. beating Shovel Knight.
Hey, Shovel Knight was good.
Yeah, it is good. Great game. I've been playing a lot of Stardew Valley right now, though. A lot of
Yeah,
Stardew
no, you
Valley.
were playing it for 10 hours yesterday. Elapsed. I mean, that's
Okay,
impressive.
it wasn't really that long because, like, I took bathroom breaks. But I've almost 100% in the game now, which is not an easy thing to do in that game.
No, it's not. It takes a lot of. That's a lot of hours. Oh no, I'm at the part where the he it's gut check. It's where you go after you eat the carrot from the one dude.
Oh, well, that is a little bit farther.
Yeah.
Are you playing the game right now?
Well, no, I was checking where I was.
Well, that's kind of a bad area in my opinion. And you
It
can
is.
trust my opinion because I'm very good at that game.
I hate it. The area, not the game. The game is pretty solid. I really like the game. Oh, I was
Gets
gonna.
good after that though.
Yeah, it does. I've heard. Well, I've seen. What else? What other games do I have? I forgot. Need for Speed Nitro.
Wow.
That game was really good back when I was like 7 or 8. Call of Duty World at War. Call of Duty Black Ops. Drawn to Life SpongeBob Edition. That game is so bad.
I played a
Elite.
Drawn to Life game, and I don't remember it being that bad, but I was 3 years old.
The SpongeBob Edition is so trash. I went back and played it again. It was bad. Elite Beat Agents. That one's okay.
Sounds
Uh,
awesome.
GTA Chinatown Wars.
You didn't have a Nintendo 64, did you?
No, I had an NES when my dad, he had bought it off of eBay.
Well, I had a Nintendo 64. And let me hit you with another good licensed game.
Go
Toy
ahead.
Story 2 for the Nintendo 64.
I played that.
Cool. It's a good game.
What? How I ended up playing it was one of my friends had he pirated. It was in the 6th grade. He had given me a CD with Smash Bros on it and the Dolphin emulator, I think. And we used to play Smash Bros. So when I downloaded on my computer, I'm like, what other games can I play? And I don't know why, but I had watched Toy Story, and I'm like, I wonder if there's any Toy Story games. So, long story short, there was a bunch of Toy Story games, and there was one for the NC. I played it, and it wasn't that bad. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
You better hope Nintendo doesn't watch this podcast, or they're going to get onto you for pirating.
Hey, I didn't explicitly say I pirated.
You actually did.
Yeah, I know, but they're not gonna catch me.
Okay.
Well,
You're a
I have
criminal now.
Harvest Moon, The Tale of Two Towns,
I had that.
Kingdom Hearts,
Bad game.
358, 2 Days, Square Enix. I mean, this is they're long titles.
Kingdom Hearts had awesome game names.
They were really, really rough to say. The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass, that isn't too bad. Mario Kart DS, I actually own the physical copy of that.
Me too, that's a good
Tetris,
game.
yeah, everyone does. Tetris DS, Super Mario 64 DS, that's a
Good
good
game.
one. Mario vs. Donkey Kong 2, March of the Minis.
Good game.
Mario
It
vs.
seems
Donkey
like
Kong 2. I mean, the first one, Mini Land Mayhem.
we had some overlap in the DS games we had. Because a lot of these I did have and play.
Yeah, I played all of them that I have on my DS.
But I don't care about this anymore. I'm bored. Have you played Among Us?
No, I haven't played a single game of Among Us, actually. I've never played it.
Really?
Really, I've been this far into the hype.
You're sus.
Yeah, my
Well, I
dad
guess
says
you're
that.
actually, I guess you're the anti-sus since you've never played it, so you've never been the imposter.
My dad's actually My dad actually says the word sus and it makes me cringe so hard. I hate it.
That's awesome. I wish my dad said that.
Do you have a dad?
Yeah. And I
Okay.
wish he said sus.
I don't want my dad to say sus
Why not?
because it's terrible.
I don't think so. I say it. Sus.
So I've never said the
Sus.
word sus ever.
You just did, bro. You just did.
No, ironically. I've never said it ironically.
You've never said it ironically. You've only said it unironically.
Well, I've said it ironically a couple times. I probably just don't remember.
So you lied.
No, I didn't lie. I've probably used it and forgot about it.
Okay.
Because what's his name is gonna watch this and be like, oh yes you have. Blonde man.
No, I don't think you'll watch.
No, I don't think he will either.
You're talking about anchovy, aren't you?
Yeah, Anchovy, that'll be his name.
Such a card.
Yeah, right? He is. Him and his
So
blonde hair
I,
under the sea.
you know Pals, the restaurant?
No, I've never been there. What's pals? Ah, he left. He muted his mic.
Pals is a good restaurant, okay? And
Oh.
listen, I went there 2 times today.
That okay. Okay, yeah. We're talking to a god here.
I ordered the same exact thing both times because it was so good the first time that
What
I
did you
wanted it
order?
again. A double cheeseburger, plain cheese and ketchup, and a large French fry with a Coke to drink.
That's a solid meal right
It's
there.
what's the word? Ecstasy. Ecstasy.
So,
Ecstasy. It's
excellent
orgasmic.
orgasmic.
It was ecstasy. The amount of burger and the amount of deliciousness that went into my mouth. Have you
Bro,
ever ate at
Cracker
a
Barrel
Pal's?
has no, I've eaten at Cracker Barrel and their burgers are just oh, their
Yeah,
burgers are just really good. They're solid. Solid 10 out of 10
I always
burgers.
get the meatloaf.
The meatloaf?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Bro, I was talking to someone the other day at school. Well, on the last day of school, we were sitting in the library and he goes, "Dude, I had to when I went to Cheddar's, everyone was staring at me because I stuck 2 pieces of wheat bread between meatloaf and I ate it like a sandwich." And he's like, can I get 2 pieces of white bread?" But they wouldn't give it to him. They're like, "Do you want that toasted?" And he's like, "No, I just want white bread." "Do you want butter on it?" "No, I just want the white bread." he They kept giving him a hard time about just wanting white bread.
I think that's genius. I think that guy has the mind of an engineer.
Probably, yeah. He's really smart.
Meatloaf is good on a sandwich.
Well, see, something about that just is just not. It doesn't sit right with me.
Well, have you
Having a
ever tried it
meatloaf
before?
sandwich. No.
Didn't think so.
It just does not sound right to me. Just something
Yeah, that's
about it.
because
I
it's
know
not.
meatloaf.
But it does taste good.
Well, yeah, you stick anything between bread and it tastes good. No,
True.
not anything. Not just you have to put certain ingredients.
Like lettuce.
Yeah,
What's your rating
lettuce.
of lettuce? 0 to 10.
Lettuce. Okay, from 0 to 10, lettuce is a solid. It depends on what kind of lettuce. What kind of lettuce we talking about? Romaine
Basic
lettuce,
lettuce.
iceberg lettuce. So like lettuce you buy
Normal
at a grocery
lettuce.
store,
Yes.
like the heads of lettuce,
Yeah.
the round balls. That's iceberg lettuce, and I give that a solid 8 out of 10.
Wow. Glowing reviews on the lettuce.
Yeah,
I think
romaine lettuce is disgusting.
I'd give lettuce a 8 out of 10.
I would not recommend romaine lettuce. It is disgusting.
I don't think I've ever even had it.
It's so bitter. It's disgusting.
And I call myself a lettuce fan. Okay,
You
I'm
are a
changing my
lettuce man.
score to 7 out of 10 for lettuce. For
What?
eluding me.
Lettuce is romaine lettuce is bitter, but like any other lettuce, I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10.
Do you think the other lettuce is redeemable for the romaine lettuce?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm moving back up to an 8 out of 10. But it's on thin ice.
Yeah. How thin of ice?
Iceberg lettuce. Just wait till I get my hands on that Roman lettuce.
Romaine lettuce is
Then I'll
amazing.
know for sure.
You got leaf lettuce, butterhead lettuce.
Leaf lettuce.
Yeah, right?
I think I have some of that in the fridge. It just looks like leaves, right?
Yeah, it just looks like leaves.
I bet that's good.
Butterhead lettuce, Batavia lettuce.
I think I
Yeah.
would feel like too much of an animal eating that. But
Crisp head,
sometimes
loose
feeling
leaf.
like an animal is good.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
like tomatoes though.
Uh, I think we're about to have our first podcast disagreement.
Why? What do you
I
think?
despise tomatoes.
Why?
I think it's so gross.
What do you think they taste like? Have you ever tasted one?
Yes, I have tasted one and it was terrible.
What
This is
what
my
do you think
thought
they taste
process
like?
when I ate a tomato. I want to get this out of my mouth. That was my thought process. Because
I
it was so
love
bad.
No. My dad thinks they taste like dirt. That's why he
I guess
doesn't
that's
like
one
them.
way to put it. It certainly doesn't taste like dirt.
They're
Tastes
very
more
good.
like tomatoes, which is why I don't like them.
So you don't like ketchup?
Okay.
Okay. No. No, we're not. No.
They're different. They're very different.
Well, yeah, a third of the bottle is sugar.
Exactly.
And plus there's a
Ketchup
bunch of other stuff.
and eating ketchup and eating tomato are completely different experiences. I don't know why people make that argument.
Because it's not the same. Well,
Okay, think about this. If I grinded you up and put you into a little jar, would you taste the same? No.
have you even tasted me before?
Let me think, because that's actually a good question. I don't think I have. Well, maybe that one night I did. Yeah, I think I have, but I don't remember.
Think when we stayed at Anchovy's house?
Yeah, bro. My mouth was
Okay.
all over you.
So what will we call Jesus boy?
Um, you're talking about largemouth bass.
Yes, largemouth bass. We'll call him bass. And then what will we
Love
call
Bass, such a
Scorpion?
good guy. I have such a funny story about him.
Go ahead.
No, I'll wait till he guest stars on the podcast.
Okay.
That'll be more fitting.
What about Crowbar?
Oh, you're talking about rainbow trout.
Yeah, Rainbow. Why does everyone have to have a fish name?
Speaking of fish, I have two fish in my room. I keep them in separate tanks. I'm looking at them right now. They're very close to me. And I haven't fed them in 3 months. They are still alive. I don't know how they're living. I'm kind of creeped out by it. I think they might be Jesus fish.
Got Chubs over here with the Jesus fish.
That's what they call me.
So not only are you smart, but you have Jesus fish.
Uh-huh.
Tell us more about yourself.
Well, I'm 6'2".
We've established.
Oh, have we? I must have forgotten.
You did.
What about you? Tell us all about you.
I am 6 foot. Or am I
6
6 foot?
foot.
Am I 6'1" or am I 6 foot? I forgot.
You know what I call that?
What?
Short.
Yeah, I know. Anyone smaller than you, which is basically 90% of the population, is short.
I'd say it's more than 90. I've
Probably.
met like 2 people who are taller than me. And I meet a lot of people.
And I meet a lot of people.
How do you feel about winter?
Oh my god, I love winter.
Do you like snow?
Yeah.
I love it when it piles up at your door and you can't go outside and you get really cold.
Yeah.
That's the best part.
Well, look at it this way. You can only get so naked.
That's true.
But the summer is also pretty cool.
Yeah, it is very hot though. I might just be saying that because it is currently summer and I've been very hot lately.
You're just hot in general, man.
I tried going out in jeans one day. I
Yeah,
regretted that
that's a
pretty
mistake.
fast.
I went out in jeans today too, and I had a stomach ache. My
I
stomach
like
just
wearing jeans though. I think it looks good on my body.
Yeah, no, I've never seen. Well, I've seen you in a pair of red shorts, but that's about it.
I don't remember wearing red shorts. Are you sure they weren't black?
They were either red or black. I forget.
Well, I'm sure it looked good.
Oh, it did. Yeah.
I've seen you wearing clothes.
Yeah.
Good times.
Has Ryan showed you the? I mean, has
You talking
Anchovy
about
shown you?
anchovy?
Yeah. I've name dropped everyone.
Man, you are terrible with pronouncing people's names.
Yeah, I know. Has Anchovy showed you the picture of me wearing his sister's dress?
No?
It's me standing there in a picture of his dress, and I had taken 2 sweatshirts and I had shoved them down the front, and I had let's just say I had
Mommy milkers.
yes, baloney bags. I mean,
I would
these
love to
suckers
see
were
that.
huge.
I could only dream of seeing that photo.
Well, your dream is about to come true.
Oh, really? It's like Christmas.
Oh, it definitely is. Here, hold on.
Are you looking for it?
Yeah, I am actually. Somewhere on here.
Take forever.
No, it won't. Well, while I'm doing that, ask me a question.
I have 4,597 photos on my phone.
I used to have 2,000, but then iCloud went stupid and deleted every single one of them. Well, almost, except like 500.
I love when that happens.
I hate it.
I don't save a lot of memes anymore.
I don't either.
I get the occasional meme off of Reddit, but I mostly
that's about
save
it.
just like
Funny
funny
pictures.
images and reaction pictures.
But is that a meme?
No, I don't think so. I think there's a difference.
What do you think? Like, is a meme like top text, bottom text, or?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I think a meme is like text, picture. Most of them are.
Top text, bottom text. I would, yeah. I could easily say that. I like your cut, G. I have pictures of me before I got my hair cut, and they look so weird.
I think long hair is the way to go.
Yeah, I really want my long hair back.
I can't stand having short hair. I think it complements my forehead too much. My big,
Yeah.
shiny, blistering forehead.
Yeah, my forehead is massive too. I don't have a forehead. I have a 5 head, and that sucks.
I wouldn't call mine a 5 head. I'm not quite there.
Mine is my hairline is on my neck. It's bad.
If I like hold my hair back and only look at my face, I look too much like my sister.
Oh my god.
And that's true.
How much like your sister?
Like almost identical.
Wow.
There are some pictures we have where you can really see it.
Chub and
Perch.
yeah, Chub and Perch. Yeah, Perch. I would say Perch.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad you're remembering all of the names of our friends.
Yeah, right. Chub, Perch, Anchovy, Rainbow Trout,
Don't forget about
Bass,
largemouth bass.
Bass, Largemouth Bass.
What a card.
What a card. Honestly. He's definitely a jack.
Uh-huh. Jack of all cards.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you.
What?
Do you build Legos?
I love Legos. Love Legos. They're so cool.
Me too. Although I only get them like once every couple months because it's a very expensive hobby.
It is.
Legos are stupid priced. But I got this cool Lego Ender Dragon.
Wait, you got the Lego Ender Dragon?
Yeah, man, he's awesome. I have him on the top part of my desk, like looking down.
Okay, so when I was I forgot how old. I was probably 11. My mom and dad got my brothers a Xbox 360, both of them. And I'm like, dang. And they got me the Lego Ninjago the large anaconda. What was it called?
I don't know, but that sounds like
The
a
Great
worthy trade.
Devourer. And then they got me a what was it? It was a beach set, and then it was a Lego cop car. And I'm like, okay, this is sick. I regretted that decision a week after because I had already built all the Legos and I had nothing else to do. And my brothers are sitting there playing Minecraft on their Xboxes. And I was sitting there bored.
I guess that's true. They are kind of temporary. Unless you're
Yeah,
young enough to play with them.
yeah,
I
but
think
then
they look cool as like displays, though.
yeah, really. I should have kept it because that Xbox 360 did nothing for me. I had 3 games for it because they were expensive. Xbox
Okay,
360 games were expensive and they broke really easy.
I'm about to flex really hard on you, okay? And you
How
do
how
need you to brace yourself for this.
how am I gonna get
I
flexed
have
on?
built and currently have in my room a Lego Millennium Falcon.
Oh my god, are you serious?
That is how Gucci I am with the Legos.
Those are hard to come by, aren't they?
Yeah, well, I came by it and built it. And it looks real good up on my shelf because I have some other Star Wars stuff too, and it complements it.
Yeah, those are expensive.
It was very expensive.
It's like that's like I'm looking it up right now. That's like an $800 set right there.
Worth it. You can like open it up, and it's got the whole like ship in it and the whole crew.
Did you
It
when did
shoots
you get it?
lasers. I don't know. That must have been last Christmas.
Yeah, they're extremely hard to find right now. Even Lego is selling them for like $800.
Looks so good.
I had the like I said, the Lego Ninjago set, and then I had the classic box, that they buy you every time.
Uh huh.
And then my mom and dad decided that I decided that's too little to do anything with. So they bought me off-brand Legos. They fit really well. A little too well. They cut me up
Off-brand
so
Legos.
bad.
There's something about the off-brand Legos that I just don't like. It's
They're
not the
always
same,
yeah,
and I
they're
don't know
always
what it
really
is.
sharp. They're always sharp. They
I
always
think
feel
Legos are sharp.
yeah, they always feel extremely cheap.
If you're building a big Lego, like a long set, the
Yeah.
ones that have multiple instruction books, your hands and fingers are gonna hurt like heck after that.
Yeah, after
After like
like
a
a
3 hour building session,
mhm. I mean
it's
mine
painful.
were yeah,
It's hard
at
work.
when I was 11 for my 11th birthday, they got me that set and it took me like 2 days. I spent 5 hours on the first day. I remember I spent 5 hours on the first day because I didn't have anything to do that day. And that night I'm like, "Oh," I started crying because I forgot that I had math homework too. And I made my mom do it for me.
No. Well,
And
I
yeah,
think it worked out in the end.
uh-huh. So I spent 5 hours that day. And the next day I spent about maybe 2 hours and I was finished. It was
I've got a I've
go
got a good not doing homework story.
go for it.
There was this social studies test coming up. I think this was 5th or 6th grade. And I've always been terrible at social studies, partly because I don't pay attention and don't
Yeah.
study.
That'll
So it's
that'll hit
difficult.
you in the truck.
But there was this big test tomorrow, and I was like, I gotta study for this. But that night it snowed, and we had a snow day the next day, so school was off. So I didn't study because I didn't need to. And then it came to the next week, and I thought, okay, I know we're gonna have the test when we come back to school, so I better study now. But then I didn't because it kept snowing and we kept missing school. And I was like, this is amazing. I don't need to study for this test
I
because we're
remember
not
that
even going to
year.
have it. And then one morning, I wake up to my mother waking me up telling me that there is school today.
Oh crap.
And I panicked. I freaked out so hard because I had this test to come back to that I hadn't studied for. And then I look at the clock and it's like 10 o'clock. I'm like, this is not when I'm supposed to wake up for school. It turns out, excuse me, my mother lied to me. There was not school that day. She
Oh
was just
my
trying to get me out of
God.
bed. That was like
That's
that part on the roller coaster where you go down really fast. That's what it was like. So that morning, I learned my lesson. I'm like, my God, I have to study for this test. But guess what? I didn't.
you
And
never
we
did?
eventually, we did come back to school. I was like, okay, well, I didn't study. I mean, and we didn't have the test that day because we missed so many days. We were going to push it back to tomorrow. So
What?
I had like my fifth or sixth chance at redemption.
And you
And
didn't do
guess
it.
what? Guess what? I
What?
did study. I studied for that test and I passed the next day.
With a what?
I don't remember. I think it was probably a B. I got a lot of B's in social studies. But that's the story. And it just goes to show you can be lazy.
Yeah, and get away with procrastination, kids.
Absolutely. It's that
Um,
easy.
Yeah, honestly. And I actually remember the first time I tried to get away with something. The first big thing I did. I'm like, I'm not gonna say I messed up on homework, and I didn't even study for this math test. What I did was, I got a D on it. I'm like, I don't want my parents to see this. I'll get yelled at. So that night, I forged my mother's signature on the test. I'm like, I'll get away with this. I didn't get away with it because I spelled her name wrong. And she noticed I screwed it up.
Oh my God.
And I got detention for that. That was
No way.
that was rough.
That's crazy. Almost got away with it too.
I did. I nearly got away with it. And then it was like 5 minutes into class. 5 minutes after she had checked it. I'm like, okay, I'm in the clear. I'm in the clear. Then she calls my name up front and I'm like, crap. She caught me. So I go up there. She's like, go get your test. I'm like, okay. She's like, what did you do? I'm like, I got my mom to sign it. She's like, you're seriously going to stand up here and lie to me? I'm like, I'm not lying to you. She goes, so if I called your mom right now, I'm like, oh no. I'm like, she's like, if I called your mom right now, would she know about this test? And I go, no. She goes, why would you lie to me? And I'm like, I didn't want my mom to see the test. She's like, well, if you didn't, if you would have studied, you would have gotten a better grade. And she handed me a detention slip. And I went home and I didn't show it to her the first day. And I come back. She's like, do you have the slip? And I'm like, no. She goes, I'm about to give you ISS. I'm like, what? No, please don't. She's like, well, then get it to me by tomorrow. So I come back tomorrow and I walk into her room and I give her the paper and I go, here you go. And she was all surprised and I guess she forgot about it. But I handed it to her and yeah. I also got
What an
in trouble.
unfortunate series of events.
Yeah, I got in trouble the next year. That was in the 5th grade. In the 6th grade, I got in trouble for starting a petition to try and fire a teacher. Did not go over well. It did
How
not go on my
so?
permanent
It
record.
seems like something that would have worked.
Well, you see, where my plan was spoiled was I didn't know this, but this is this is extremely rude towards the teacher, and I should have never done this. And my dad, he wasn't proud of me. He wasn't proud of the thing that the reason that I did it, but he was proud of the fact that I did do it. So the reasoning behind it, he wasn't very proud of, but he was proud of the fact that I started a petition. It was awesome.
Yeah. I think that would have worked if you got everyone to sign it. I think they would have fired the teacher.
Well, they never told her about it.
Boring.
Yeah. But the principal
Would have been
did.
a good thing for the teacher though.
Yeah, honestly, because she was mean. She was mean to everyone. I mean, in the mornings, we would go in the gym and play this thing called Patriot Ball, where you throw the ball at each other, and each ball corresponds to what you can do. Like, if you made the blue one, you could, into the other guy's basket, you would win the game.
That one sounds awesome.
It was pretty cool. The red ball and the white ball could get anyone out. But if you caught the red ball, one person would come in. But if you caught a white ball, everyone in the out would come in. It was cool. And she would stop those games. I'm like, what? Why not play Patriot Ball? She's like, because everyone will get hurt. So we ended up playing what is it? 21, where you go up and you shoot the ball and you score to 21 points. It sucked. I hated it. I hated her. She wasn't very cool.
That sounds so lame compared to Patriot Ball.
Patriot Ball was the game. Do you have any lame school teacher stories?
No, all my school teachers were lame. I didn't really have any that were out against me specifically. I don't have any stories like that. Unless I do. There was this one time that I think this was 8th grade. I was doing pretty bad in algebra because I guess I just didn't care. I was like kind of paying attention to the math, and in the math classes, like, you have to pay attention to how to do the problems or you're not going to know how to do the problems.
Well, yeah.
And I like half paid attention. So I was getting kind of good grades, but not very good. And the teacher knew me as being bad at math because I just wasn't paying attention. So there was time for a test. I think this was towards the end of the semester. And I was thinking, okay, I really got to get my grade up. I need to do good on this test. So I'm going to go on YouTube. I'm going to look up how to do these math problems. I'm going to grind this out and do good on the test. And that's exactly what I did. I aced that test, got a perfect 100 on it. And she kept me after class, and she asked me if I cheated on the test.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I watched 2 girls in the back of class cheat right in front of her. I mean, they were talking so loud. I don't know how she didn't catch them. They were looking on their phones, and then this one girl, I'm not going to say who it is.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, it was
that's
K
Eel.
and L. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, Eel and Sea Cucumber.
Yes, they sucked. I hated. Well, I won't say that I hated them, but I did not like them personally because they were cheating. And I come back there, and I come up to her, and I'm like, because I would do terrible on the test, but I would do amazing on the homework because I hate tests. I have test anxiety. I can't do them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she thought I was cheating. She thought I was cheating on the homework, and then I was bombing the test on purpose because it made up for the grade. I got a B in the whole class. I made it through.
Well, that much is reasonable because if someone is doing good on homework and bad on tests, then they're probably copying off their friend or something.
I wasn't. I was actually doing the homework. So I come up to her one day after class. I'm like, "Hey, I saw what were their names? Sea Cucumber and Eel."
Yeah.
I saw Eel cheating off of Sea Cucumber, and Eel was just letting her do it.
Oh my god, you snitch.
I was tired of it, okay? I I was tired of it. I was tired of getting bad grades on the tests and her thinking I was cheating. So I'm like, hey, this is my opportunity. She looked at me. She goes, yeah, I'll believe that. I'll confront them about it. Never saw anything happen to their grades. Nothing. And this is an AP class. This is a genuine course you were supposed to take in high school, but you could take it your 8th grade year. I was so ticked off. Nothing could make me more mad.
That reminds me, there were these two girls that I knew as well who would cheat on any test. I don't know if we're talking about the same ones, but it wouldn't matter what test it was or how like important, the important tests. Because I think on that big like end of the year test, they even cheated off each other on it.
Yes, I know who you're talking about.
That was it was interesting. I'm surprised they got away with all that.
I am too.
Maybe they're just masters of their craft.
Or maybe they were buddy with the teacher, like
Maybe they were providing special favors for the teachers.
Yeah. Probably. Bro, remember when Anchovy and what was his name? They tied water bottles to the ends of their hoodie strings and they got threatened with
ISS.
Was that you?
Yes, that was
Yes,
me
that was you and Anchovy. You guys got in trouble for tying water bottles to your hoodie strings, and she threatened to give you guys ISS, I believe, wasn't it?
That was so embarrassing.
How is that embarrassing? Okay, I can understand how that would be like angering, but how is that embarrassing?
Anytime I get like singled out by a teacher for doing something, I get embarrassed.
Yeah. God, she was mean to me. I don't know why.
She was mean to everybody.
No.
Yes.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Tall
yeah,
guy,
yeah.
black hair.
No, the water bottles was the girl.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about sports team.
I know him.
LB, I'll say. That's their first and last name. They were
Yeah,
cool.
you're talking about Tiger Chub.
Tiger, yeah, there we go. Him and her were pretty cool together. But I don't think she liked me ever.
I don't think she liked a lot of people.
Yeah, honestly.
But can you blame her? She was a teacher, so of course she hated her job.
What about the one who tackled the teacher? What will we call him?
Dude, that was Beluga Whale.
Or like Bulldozer. Blue Whale. Okay, Blue Whale. Remember when he threw up in class? I got a front seat of that. I saw him throw up. It was so gross.
That's awesome.
Because he had whooping cough. And
oh
on
yeah,
the
he
last
had
week,
really bad cough.
yeah, he had whooping cough for a little bit there. And it wasn't, he was after the contagious stage, and it was just him coughing constantly. And I remember one time, the algebra teacher asked him if he was okay, implying that she was asking him if he was being abused at home. He's like, no, I just go hard on the football field, dude.
I don't remember that.
We weren't there. And then the 7th grade, I was asked if I was adopted by the reading teacher. And the actual person that got adopted was right next to me. That was funny.
Sounds like an interesting scenario.
It was not funny. It was not. Because I'm like, what?
Not funny.
Didn't you laugh? God, that school was wild. Still
Yeah,
is.
I hated that. Terrible times. Except for the times that were good, but the
Yeah.
bad times outweigh them so drastically.
I mean, yeah, it has its moments. Like, what would we call him?
Like the fun stuff.
Yeah, the fun stuff definitely does stick out in my mind, but the bad stuff definitely outweighs it.
Mm-hmm. It's just it's so annoying and grindy.
Yeah.
You spend all day learning stuff and doing assignments. For what? Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. No point to the education system.
Right? We need to burn down all the schools and restart.
Yes.
It is currently 12:45.
That's awesome.
I think we've been going for an hour.
Are you sure? I think we started at like 11:50.
11:35.
That's not when we started.
Yeah, you can look on the Discord.
I'm pretty sure it was later than that.
No, you can look at the Discord.
You're being delusional again.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Chub.
Well, are you implying we should end the podcast?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying we can if you want.
You want to go longer than an hour?
I'd love to. That'd be cool, but
I think that's dangerous. We don't want to be regularly longer than hour podcast.
yeah,
That's too much.
is right.
No one is going to care for that long.
And nobody's gonna care for a 2-hour-long podcast. We're not that interesting.
So this is what I'm proposing.
What are you proposing?
I think we should introduce our outro song for the podcast.
What's our outro song?
I don't know. Do you have one? I mean, I can probably whip something up real quick if I can find my kazoo.
Go for it.
Hold on, I gotta do a little searching.
Got a ukulele here.
I think this is where I put it. No, I can't find the kazoo, but the ukulele will work. You just do some chords and I'll sing along. This might not sync up perfectly in the lag of the Discord call, but I'm gonna
You're
go
good.
for it. Oh, that's the end of our podcast, Glue Eater Podcast. We eat lots of glue, and that was the podcast. It was an hour of pain, but also an hour of fun. I learned a lot. Just kidding, no I didn't. I actually lost a brain cell or two. That's the end. It's over now. Go away. It's over now.